where horror lies.
Hey guys, Rob from Georgia here with you, aka VHS82 apostrophe. It is week 454, and I am your regular Wednesday evening reviewer here at BodyBags. It is a random week. It is the first week in July, albeit not so random because Jason from Horrific Nightmares, our Tuesday reviewer, we sort of had this planned out for a while. This was an idea we were going to run with in lieu of a label week, and it just didn't work out. So we decided we were going to do it anyways on a random week. And so he took one half of the equation, I took the other half of the equation. So what we're talking about these 2 days is Amando de Ossorio's 2 films, Night of the Sorcerers, and I'm taking the Lorelei's Grasp. Now this is beautiful, beautiful double feature Scream Factory release. Albeit the extras aren't too heavy on here, but the Lorelei's Grasp does boast of the Nashi cast commentary track. And that is why I wanted to run with that side of the equation, because I'm a huge fan of the Nashi cast, and I just wanted to listen to it. And it did not disappoint, man. These guys know Spanish horror, they know Paul Nashi, and they know Amando de Ossorio, and so it is a fabulous commentary track. And if you don't own this, man, it is great for both releases, man. And you need to listen to Jason's review from Tuesday if you haven't, on the other side of the equation. And so the Lorelei's Grasp, man, Helga, Linnea, Tony Kendall head the cast, and really this is a cut out of this sort of Norse Germanic mythology. This is a tale that takes place along the Rhine River, which I have some experience living close to. I was in the army, and so I was stationed near close by to the Rhine, and so we would dip our colors in there when we would go on our company runs. And never thought I would fall in love with a movie director who filmed a movie, in part at least, near the Rhine. And I had no idea about this this mythological creature, this sort of folk tale, I guess. But this creature, man, the Lorelei, apparently sleeps so many years, wakes up, it's got to feast on some human hearts. And so this creature wakes up, man, climbs up out of the Rhine, and heads into this local town and just starts mauling people, man. And I have to say, the opening attack, man, I'm telling you, it is vicious, man. It was choreographed so freaking well. You just got the windows, right? Next thing you know, this creature, man, in black just crashes through, man, on our first victim, who is going to be married the next day, who just saw her fiance. He waves to her from down below, and she kind of scares him off, and you're not supposed to see the bride the night before, and so he finally goes off. Probably too bad he did. He might have been able to help, I don't know. But the first attack is vicious, man. And this creature, man, will run amok. And so the powers that be want to protect the interests of this all-girls boarding school, will hire out this hunter, Sigurd, played by Tony Kendall. The mayor will help bring this guy in, and he will be commissioned to basically protect these girls, man. And but it won't take long, man, before he has a run-in with the Lorelei, the creature. But it will take him quite a bit of time to sort of put one and one together and realize it adds up to 2. It is kind of an interesting story that, I don't know, man. It's like he seems to come across as a pretty smart cat. He's been hunting most of his entire life, and yet I don't know if it's just denial or what, but he just does not want to, add it up that this beautiful creature, this woman that he sort of falls for early on, is in fact this creature, right? Spoilers, man. I'm just gonna talk about the movie, man. If you don't want to hear it all, just, I don't know, turn it off and watch the movie, or listen. I'm not gonna go that far in, but so basically, this creature, this movie is sort of like cut out of the old Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, sort of a Hammer vibe. It's shot beautifully. A great story, man. You got your Van Helsing character, the scientist who has sort of cracked the code and has a weapon he believes will kill the Lorelei, kill this creature. You got the Lorelei who's figuring things out and is trying to, in a good chess game, jump out ahead. and checkmate people, man, because she's gotta eat, right, man, so that she can go back to sleep for however many years it is. Seems like maybe it's, I can't remember however many years it is, and so really, you got some vicious attacks, man. Now IMDb has this listed as an X rating, which I guess, man, the gore is pretty severe for 73. It is a Spanish film. Now Franco's still alive, so it's probably why the film takes place outside of Spain. But once Franco dies, that will begin to change. And so really, I don't know what else to say about the movie, man. Tony Kendall will, eventually things will lead to the point where he will discover the truth of the Lorelei, and that leads us down into her lair, which is below the Rhine in this cavern system. And I have to say, the set piece is stunning. And all I kept thinking of was, what would somebody like Guillermo del Toro do if he remade this? It would be insane. I don't know if he could or not, but if anyone could, who has a love for Spanish film and the work that he's already done, it would be pretty wild. I would love to see this movie remade, at least specifically by somebody like him. It would be pretty sick. And so everything sort of leads to a final confrontation of sorts, and a resolution of sorts. And it's man, I'm telling you, you got some great gore scenes, man. It's not too excessive, as you would expect some of Amando de Ossorio's films or early Spanish films. It never gets too crazy, but it does on the gore. Gore gets pretty severe. Some of the attacks are vicious, man. You get this two girls that are in a bathroom, and when the creature breaks through, it gets pretty vicious, man. There's two attacks specifically I'm thinking of. One, the opening scene where it crashes through the window, and then there's another scene too that's not so different. But the attacks are vicious, man. And this creature is not messing around, man, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm trying to think. I'm just looking at some of the notes I took. The Nash cast, definitely a great commentary track. Yeah, I think I probably said enough, man. This was a fun watch, man. This was a fun watch. Now, I have not yet seen, unfortunately, Night of the Sorcerers, but that is on my watch list. I have already listened to Jason's review, though, of it, and I think, if I remember right, he picked The Lorelei's Grasp as the better film slightly, I think. I had a blast with it, man. It is a pretty cool creature feature. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, man. It's good. It's good. If you've never seen it, you need to. If you're even semi, one thing I will say, and I'll end it up on this note, I guess. On the Nashicast commentary track, I think this was the third time they mentioned this, and this is fascinating, that apparently Amando de Ossorio had made it known, or maybe it was Paul Naschy, either way, the idea was that Ossorio was very open to working with Paul Naschy, which I don't think he ever did, in specifically bringing in his Waldemar Daninsky character from the Halloween Beast and several of the movies that Paul Naschy and that character, and bringing that character with the Blind Dead. Now, unfortunately, that never happened, but the idea of it, it's just one of those ideas, man. You just start letting your imagination run wild. It is a cool thought. It is really too bad that never happened. Anyways, so we'll leave it off with there. It's a pretty short review. It's fun. It's a fun movie. If you haven't, on my own personal channel, VHS82 apostrophe, I am in the midst of a few things right now. A series involving Space 1999, which is a lot of fun. Also, my personalized top 100 horror films of all time. I think I got 4 segments left of that before I'm in the top 10. And I've been doing some shelf by shelf. So come on, check that out. If you haven't checked that out, that's there as well. Keep plugged into Body Bags, man. We've got you know, what's coming up? Oh, Label Week, MVD next week, and yours truly is doing Mortuary, and but it'll be films from the label MVD, and then of course at the end of the month we'll have another theme week, which I believe is Nightmare Logic / horror, Nightmare Horror, and that promises to be one heck of a week. And of course we just had Asian Horror Volume 2, which was a fun week as well. So always something going on here at Body Bags. Full crew, everyone's great on here, man, and we all value your support, the views, the comments, subs if you haven't subbed. Body Bags, we've been around for 7 years now, 8 years now, and it's just amazing that this channel just continues to push forward. And but it wouldn't have if it wasn't for all the support we get from you guys, so appreciate that. As always, we end these things off with Go Bills.
This is not a dream, not a dream.